Video. There we go. All right. So, did you say you've been open 7 years?
And this is year 7, yeah.
Year 7.
Yep.
Man alive.
Yep.
Wow.
It's crazy.
And as you're saying, there's just more and more people opening up shops, but yet you keep growing.
You know, it's a good thing. Yeah, year over year growth is always good, and we've been doing that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Now you got a really good fan base for CDs here.
Yep. Yep.
Which,
Especially,
by the way, look at those. Oh, and Yaman. Okay.
There's Vlad Jr. But no, especially the teenagers. You know, CDs are definitely a much more affordable format. For some of the teens versus LPs.
Sure.
So, from an affordability standpoint, CDs are still the way to go. So, yes, I do well with CDs, and that's why they have as much real estate in here as they do.
Who makes your posters? Your
All my record store day stuff.
your Electric Crown posters. They are really awesome.
You got an artist. His name is Dave Hansen. He was a Flint fella. He moved to Vegas for a minute, and now he's based himself out of New Orleans. And I can't wait to see what he does with record store day being on 4/20 this year. I kind of turned him loose. I said, keep our mascot Sid in the mix, but just 4/20 vibe. Give it to me.
Wow. It is pretty neat. Oh, original Stooges, original Grant Green. How about that?
Yes.
Boy. Bad Brains. Very nice.
And that is an original. That's a first press Black Flag.
Wow.
With
Wow.
I think there's an insert in it. I think that one had an insert in it today.
Well, I tell you, I used to have a number of them. Oh, nice flamey groovies. Wow. That looks good. So you do have. I know you're a little more metal here.
Yep, that's our wheel. That's my wheelhouse.
Yeah, it is your
That
wheelhouse.
is my wheelhouse.
Yeah, and it's definitely not my wheelhouse. So I have some. Look at that fuzz box. But you have some nice Gang of 4. More Gang of 4. Yeah. You have some very nice punk. Gang of 4.
We don't just do metal. We cater to everybody. We do rock. We do the teen pop stuff that's popular now.
Yep.
Obviously punk, jazz, a little bit. I do have an extensive jazz knowledge, even though my wheelhouse is metal.
Tickies. Well, yeah. Well, I guess as a store owner, you kind of keep, you get exposed to a whole lot more stuff, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. Like, I never listened to jazz until I opened this store.
Yeah.
And then I fell in love with it.
That's a nice Killing Joke in here too. Lords of the New Church. All right. So as a lover of the '80s, you do got some real nice stuff. Yeah, I saw it looks like someone brought in a whole D-Light collection.
Yeah, that was a crazy buy from like a year or two ago. And it started off the guy just wanted to sell these records. Then I seen all the CDs, and he had some really, really crazy stuff in the CDs, so I bought all those. Then I seen his tape, and bought all those too. So
Scenics.
that was a good buy.
Yeah. But you were saying just getting a little bit harder on trying to get, for a good collection to come in. Oh, you got a phone call.
Used records are getting harder. Good, clean used records are getting harder and harder to find.
Yeah.
You can find the garbage all you want. Let me get this phone.
Yep.
It's from us.
Of course.
But no, good, clean used records are getting harder and harder to find. And they spoke talking about it just a second ago. And I think every record store is dealing with it. So.
Yeah. And well, I think more people are trying to hang on or do their own thing with them, huh?
No, absolutely. You've got a lot of people who, because records are hot, again.
Yep.
They're back in the game for records, so we're competing with antique mall buyers. I remember when I first opened the store just 7 years ago, like I could go to an estate sale and just find all kinds of primo stuff and pay $1 a piece for them. Now, estate sale people are getting 10, 20 bucks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's gotten out of control.
Man.
Yep.
Now, obviously you've looked at antique malls on the craziness that they go.
Oh, absolutely. I go in there. That's for the comic relief to go in those places.
Yeah.
And check that stuff out.
Well,
it's funny.
You know, once in a while, someone will post something. And they did find Kurt Russell made an album.
All the Disney kids did. Absolutely.
Oh my God! I don't own this. I'm probably going to leave still not owning it, but.
I mean, here's the thing, Steve. You would be the first one to grace a needle on that album. That thing is still sealed up tight.
Wow. Well, there's reasons for that.
You can't find it on a streaming service to listen to it. I would like to.
Oh, that is something. Yep. You're not going to open it just to hear Kurt's wonderful voice?
Absolutely not.
Jeez. That is funny. Yeah, I guess a Disney kid. I forgot about that. When we were growing up, we went and saw all the Kurt Russell Disney movies.
Yeah.
Nice Joey Ramone poster.
That's not going anywhere.
Okay. Man. That's Mike, by the way. There he is. This guy owns the place, so he's like, oh, look at those. Is the record store date list out?
No list yet.
It's coming soon.
I would think this week.
Yeah.
As of today's February 14th, so I would think we should have it Friday. Hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, Mike, look at that. It's an original. Yeah, probably going home with me.
Uh-oh.
That'll make Mike happy. Yeah, see, I'm here to bring you happiness.
That is good.
Yes. Very nice, Mike. You know, again, you got a really nice, clean store. Super organized.
I try.
Well, let's go look at the stereo equipment. I was going to buy a reel-to-reel, but you sold it, so.
Yeah. That's a good one too.
Nice
reel.
Yeah, I was willing to spend, $500 on it, but oh well. No, really. Very nice. And that's an original Red Hot Chili Peppers, huh?
Yeah, that album has not been repressed.
Wow.
That is kind of a rare find.
Yeah.
And that's the same collection that the Flesh Eaters record came out of.
Okay.
And that black flag that's back there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Very nice. Man. Don't know what the fake Pathex, whatever they are, but
we were kind of a garage punk band that never really got huge, but
okay.
It's a third man press, so.
All right. Yep. Well, here we have it. This Electric Crown Records. Are you officially Flint or Grand Blanc?
So the mailing address is actually changed to Grand Blanc now.
Okay.
And the funny thing is, it's a Flint zip code, but it is Grand Blanc. I'm in the township, not the city.
All right, on Saginaw.
Yep, on Saginaw Street.
Yeah, yep. You gotta be careful because on one time it took me to a really wrong place, but it seems to be okay now.
Yep.
Yeah, and you're right by the police station.
Exactly.
Which is a real nice looking one.
It is.
Yeah. All right.
Fighting crime is apparently paying well.
Yes, I guess it is. All right. So the store tour, that was Electric Crown Records. It's kind of right in between Flint, Michigan and Grand Blanc, Michigan. I call it Grand Blanc, but I guess if you live there, it's Grand Blanc. Kind of fancier, And Mike's been there in, boy, was it 4 or 5 years? He's been there a while. He's established a good clientele base. He is a metal man. He likes his metal, and a lot of his customers like metal, but he has a variety of other things in there also. A lot of CDs, which sell. He does very well with CDs, and I've seen that more and more in a lot of shops where they're going deeper into CDs. As the price of vinyl goes up, a lot of their customers are finding, hey, you know what, I'd buy it in CDs. always enjoyable. I've known Mike for a long time. He's the one that gave me that Descendants album at a really good price. So, I was in there, and sure as heck, he had something else that I had to jump at. And it was an original Flesh Eaters. The Flesh Eaters. This came out, this is their second album, came out in 1981. Chris D is the man that was in charge of the Flesh Eaters on Ruby. He was kind of the member of it. And then it was just a revolving cast of characters that played really within the LA punk scene. I mean, when you think about LA punk then, again, Final Richie's the expert on this, not me. But you had the Germs and the Flesh Eaters were just the hardcore of the hardcore. And, there are other, I have another album of theirs, a reissue, and they kind of quiet down a little bit. Not a lot, but, for the Flesh Eaters, they do. But this is considered a classic, really a huge punk classic from the 80s, an important album. And I was so excited to get this because I had bought the reissue already to put my original, because I lost the cover. So now I paid a lot of money and I got the cover, and I guess I don't really need to have this anymore. So I'll probably be finding that, I'll probably sell that off because I have two originals. What do I need a third one? Though it's a repress, maybe it sounds better, but hey, I can play one of these. So really excited, Flesh Eaters, to get this back in my collection, an original. I mean, yeah, this would have been fine, but still, it's an original. Now, if when I sell it, I go, I can give you, not only will you get the cover, I'm going to give you 2 original vinyl records with it. So, nice stuff. Then we had, look at this. Got this back in the collection, used to have it. Captain Beefheart, Mothers, and it is Safe as Milk. I keep wanting to say Mothers, Safe as Milk. This was Captain Beefheart. This came out in 1967. It was one of their first albums. Maybe it was the first on Buddha Records. Now, how I had originally had this was I had a Trout Mask replica, and I was doing a video. This was before the flood, maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And I go, I don't get this. I mean, this stuff's just terrible. And I still think that about Trout Mask replica. So then one of the members of the VC says, no, wait a minute. I have something for you. Might have been Andrew Tales from the Crate. I'm not sure. Somebody. And they sent me Safe as Milk. And they go, try this. And you know what? This was accessible. It was very accessible. It was kind of, there was a pop feel to it. The songs made, there was like choruses. There was riffs. Real riffs were happening. Definitely much more accessible. Ry Cooder plays on guitar on this album, which was really kind of neat. Now, there's still some weirdness. I mean, you got like Abba Zaba. That's kind of really weird. Electricity is kind of a different kind of thing. But overall, this is a nice listen. And so, if you are like me and go, I just don't get Captain Beefheart, Safe as Milk is safe bet that you will like it. It's like milk. It just goes down nicely. So, yeah, nice to have that. Had this come back in thanks to Vinyl Me Please, Fathers and Sons. Now, Vinyl Me Please did a beautiful reissue of this. Look at that. Yeah, isn't that nice? This was the album that came after Electric Mud. Electric Mud didn't go well. That's where they tried to make Muddy Waters and then Howlin' Wolf. They electrified him. They were electrifying everyone at Chess. They were just trying to find a way to reach the new young audience, the new hip white young audience, and make it kind of psyche. Now, Electric Mud now is considered much better, but at the time it was like, what are we thinking? This is pure crap. Well, this came in. Now, what makes this an interesting album, Fathers and Sons, besides Muddy Waters, is they bring in members of the Paul Butterfield's Blue Band. I mean, Paul Butterfield is on here. Mike Bloomfield's on here. And let's see, also from that group was Sam Lay. Not only that, though, Booker T plays on this. Donald Duck Dunn and Buddy Miles. They're all on here. It's a 2-album set. One album is studio, and the other one's live. In the live, really they get going and they get cooking. Now, it is harder. It's rockier. Again, they're trying to reach a rock audience. And so, you know, that's tired. Oh, we can't play the tired old blues. We got to do something more exciting for the young kids. And they did this, and it was well received. Pretty funny there. Yeah, look at that, sunglasses and everything. Very nice, semi-porno, so that's okay. But yeah, great stuff. Nice to have that back in Fathers and Sons. Then the other one, believe it or not, was 40th anniversary of Physical Graffiti. Needed this back in. I mean, this is a classic. Came out in 75. You know, Led Zeppelin had been on a 2-year hiatus. And then, okay, let's get back in there. And they came up with this. And they have Kashmir, that wonderful Middle Eastern influence song. I mean, blown away by Kashmir. I mean, that was incredible. Now, when this came out in 75, I didn't know Led Zeppelin. I learned of Led Zeppelin through Presence. That was my first. But this is one I've always liked. Trampled Underfoot is on here. You know, John Paul Jones plays keys on that, and it's just like funk metal. It is so freaking good. House of Holy, which I also thought was weird. We have the album House of Holy, but that's not on there. It's on this album. Oh, I don't get it. I'm sure there's a reason for it. And then they just have some other songs that just rock, that just, you know, like The Rover, Custard Pie, In My Time of Dying. Holy cow, what great stuff. So, you know, good to have Physical Graffiti back. Should have had it millions of years ago. But I do. You know, a lot of the used copies are just kind of beat up. And I just, you know, nah, they're not right. So happy to have it. So 4 albums. Great to have back in my collection. Very enjoyable. Now I can put them in a box and box them all up. So that's exciting too. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you Sunday. At least I hope so. Bye.